massive day for the unemployed. Donald Trump officially became president yesterday, and boy oh boy did get crazy.
It will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
You hear that, Clove? Ha!
That's because I'm non-binary.
Yeah, more like non-existent, you stupid cow.
Thank you.
Yo, that's awfully close. You gotta tread carefully there. Even the ADL stepped in. It seems that Elon Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm, not a Nazi salute.
Billionaire oligarchs speaking at the inauguration.
Bro hit the pogfish. Nothing compares to how AOC reacted to the whole inauguration.
All these journalists are like, Congresswoman, are you going to the inauguration? Congresswoman, are you going to the inauguration? Are you going to the inauguration? Let me make myself clear. I don't celebrate rapists.
Just to be clear, you are defending a Hail Hitler salute that was performed and repeated for emphasis and clarity. People can officially stop listening to you as any sort of reputable source of information now. You work for them. Thank you for making that crystal clear to all. You know, I humbly think it's the other way around, but I digress.
Baba Booey.
WestJett.
What is up, transgenders and sex offenders? WestJett 615, Venezuelan trillionaire here, and today we're talking about the inauguration of Trump. Oh, and literally 0% of you are subscribed, so be sure to subscribe, yeah. Oh, and silly me, how could I forget? Donald Trump launched a shitcoin on Solana that hit like 70 billion market cap and then tanked when he released another shitcoin, Melania. Happy wife, happy life, I guess, but she's not even a meme, she's a woman.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
I don't care if you're liberal or a true American. Regardless what you think of Trump, this should not be okay. A president should not be able to launch a shitcoin 2 days before his inauguration. Funnily enough, the coin's price and like the movement literally looks like Trump's face. Like, you literally can't make it up. Also, I want to quickly jump back to Elon Musk for a second, because let's be honest, guys, what is he doing? Like, what's the point? You know how like people have been calling Trump Hitler for like many years, and like now it's slowing down and people are kind of calming down? Well, Elon's just like, yeah, let me add some fuel to the fire, haha. Like, the ADL basically called him autistic to get some heat off of him. Intent matters, and we get it. Most likely he was trying to do a Roman salute, but I genuinely think he could have chosen something better. Like, maybe he could have whipped a nade or like dabbed on them, hit the floss. Obviously people were cracking jokes. It is okay to call people retarded again. All right, bear with me, gentlemen, but when something's normalized, it becomes less fun to do. I'm Canadian. When we got legalized here, I stopped doing it. Why? Because I felt less gangsta. I felt less hood. Anyway, Trump was on like an overtime shift. He was signing executive orders on and off. There's like 6 on his desk right here.
It's a requirement that federal workers return to full-time in-person work immediately.
Wait. So you're telling me the government wasn't even working in person, let alone full-time in America? What were they doing, sleeping?
This is actually an executive order designating the cartels and other organizations to be foreign terrorist organizations.
That's a big one.
Yes, sir.
People have wanted to do this for years.
I'm not too familiar with the United States, but is this normal? Like, on the first day, he's just popping off? Bro didn't even stop there. He was straight popping off on Mexico.
President Trump is starting his second term with a hard stance on immigration tonight.
He's only letting in 25 million Indians instead of 50.
He's bringing back the Remain in Mexico policy, which would require migrants to get asylum in Mexico until their court date.
God damn, a fate worse than death.
Take him to Detroit. No, not Detroit.
Yeah, just switch Detroit with Mexico. You get the gist.
Donald Trump has reaffirmed his commitment to carry out the largest deportation program in American history.
In the shadow of the border fence, a handful of migrants and activists gathered to voice their opposition to Trump's policies.
What are they gonna say? Like, I want to be in your country illegally. Ah, like, what is this?
Now, of course, he's threatened to deport millions of undocumented people from the United States.
The only people that care about illegal immigrants are illegal immigrants. If you can't get into a country legally, skill issue. And you know what? Donald Dump wasn't even done there. He was going after birthright citizenship.
But President Trump wants to redefine the law to basically say the federal government won't recognize birthright citizenship for those born on American soil to undocumented parents.
Yeah, if you were born to illegal parents, sayonara. It's not looking good for you. This is a pretty hefty stance against illegal immigration. Imagine getting punished for what your parents were illegal. Sucks to suck, Pablo. Go back to Tijuana.
Thank you, sir. The next item here is the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Treaty.
Dude is straight cheesing. Like, look at his expression. He doesn't even care. I get where he's coming from. China ain't doing nothing about climate change and contributing pretty much all of it. Like, you can't even breathe without a Walter White mask in their country.
Withdrawing from
Withdrawing
from the World Health Organization, sir.
Ooh, that's a big one.
One executive order after another, withdrawing from the World Health Organization. Like, how is this even possible? Maybe I'm a moron, but I've never seen a president pop off that hard on his first day in office. Like, genuinely, I've never seen this happen in my life. Is this normal? Somebody tell me in the comments, please.
Transphobia. And when we are being erased that way.
A Valley LGBTQ advocacy group is reacting to President Trump's executive action, ordering the federal government to officially recognize two sexes, male and female.
And we don't fall into these binaries. It's violence towards our community.
Like, I'm not gonna deny that violence and hatred exists towards trans people, but most of the time when these people scream transphobia, it's just some dude on Twitter trolling them. I'm not trying to be a dick, but why are they all fat? Like, what is the media trying to say here? This might be a hot take, but I do find it funny how the government puts a lot of focus on these essentially non-issues. Like, this affects less than 1 or 2% of the people. Focusing on racism, transphobia, Islamophobia, all the phobias, all it does is divide people, and that's exactly what the government wants. It's a like, I lied. That's in Canada, but you get what I'm saying. I'm in a third world country. Like, I don't see any focus on the grocery prices. He just said that illegal immigrants are illegal. Mexican cartels are bad, and there's two genders. Like, wow. And I forgot to mention that whole TikTok debacle that happened, where TikTok was literally banned for like 5 hours, and then they thanked Donald Trump with a message that he brought him back. Whatever political side you're on, we can all agree that the timing here's a little too coincidental, if you know what I mean. Ban TikTok, ban TikTok, ban TikTok. Trump is saving TikTok. Pay attention, Gen Z. A lot of these top guys are kind of grifters. Their opinions literally shift with the wind. They don't really stand for anything, and this is kind of sad. Trump was literally the guy who wanted to ban TikTok in the first place in like 2020.
We're thinking in terms of 25% on Mexico and Canada because they're allowing vast numbers of people. Canada's a very bad abuser also. Vast numbers of people to come in and fentanyl to come in.
Talk about from the frying pan and into the fire. You already said Canada's an abuser, so why are you abusing us even more? Please stop.
I'm not going to the inauguration tomorrow.
Another funny thing that happened during the inauguration was that Logan and Jake Paul were sitting behind Theo and his chair broke.
It actually happened. Kamala's chairs. Kamala's chairs.
Bro straight up said Kamala's chairs. Theo said that wasn't an accident. Paul kids thought it was funny to mess with the chair. There's a time and place, you know, L. Oh, he conveniently started recording right when the chair fell. Like, he could probably hear the screw dingling. Politics might be divisive, but one thing we can all agree on is that Jake Paul and Logan Paul are cringe.
If you look like me, use your privilege. And for those who do not think white privilege exists, you are delusional and you are part of the problem.
Subscribe to my channel to display your white privilege.